I love today's question. Today's question asker asks, what is the best vegetarian diet plan for weight loss? The reason why I love this question is this question asker understands that just going vegetarian, just eliminating the meat from your diet is not going to magically make you lose weight. You actually have to be on a proper meal plan for weight loss. Many people think that if you just eliminate a certain food group from your diet, just take out the sugar, just take out the meat, just take out the whatever it is, the carbohydrates. If you do that, then you'll magically lose weight. And sometimes it does happen for a short period of time. But what happens after that is caloric drift. Your body's very, very good at discovering where all those good calories are. And your body usually doesn't want to lose weight. We want to just, maintain, because what if something happens? What if you need all that fat and all those calories? You don't want to give that up, right? So you do have to do a little bit of planning for yourself and make sure that you're on a meal plan that is actually getting you to your goals. So today I'm going to answer this question for a person who's not a member of the Nerd Gym. If you're a member of the Nerd Gym, I've got a much easier answer to this question because we've already done all the work for you. I will answer how to become a member of the Nerd Gym at the end of the thing. But if you are DIYing it, if you are doing it yourself, trying to figure out what is the best vegetarian diet plan for weight loss, where to begin, I'm going to help you with that right now. Okay, so number one, you want to make sure that you begin tracking what you're actually eating currently. And by tracking, I mean the number of calories, total calories, and the number of total grams of protein. The fat and carbohydrate, you honestly don't really need to track. Fat does have some essential amino acids in it, and we want to make sure you're getting enough fat. But honestly, I've never met a person that wasn't getting enough fat. It's very easy to get enough fat. Just from a little bit of cooking oil here and there, you're going to end up getting enough fats in. So we don't really need to think about that one. Carbohydrates, there's no essential anything in carbohydrates. It's just good fuel, good energy, but also all of your fiber, which is wonderful for your digestive system, is going to be attached to carbohydrates. So you're going to get enough of those naturally as well. You don't really need to think about it. Calories is what's most important for fat loss. We want to make sure that we're reducing calories. So start off by just tracking what you're already doing before making any changes. If you are doing this yourself, if you're putting yourself through a nutrition plan, start by doing at least 2 solid weeks of tracking every single day your total calories and protein intake for the day. Then the next thing that you need to do is reduce your calories by between 300 and 500 calories. If you reduce from where you're currently at by 300 to 500, you are going to begin losing fat. Okay, so start there. Now, the reason why we want to track the protein and why protein is important for fat loss, it goes beyond muscle building. Usually when people think of protein, they think of muscle building and repair. And while that's absolutely true, we do need that. And there are essential amino acids in protein. In other words, things that your body cannot produce on its own. You must get them from food. Getting enough protein also has to do with your metabolic hormones, your insulin, your leptin, your glucagon, your ghrelin, all of these hormones that regulate how your body metabolizes the food you take in are peptide hormones. That means they are made out of protein and are extra important when we're trying to lose weight because they are the metabolic hormones. So we want to make sure we're getting enough protein. So what is enough protein then? Now, the usual number you hear thrown out by most personal trainers, including myself, is the easy math, a gram per pound of body weight. However, if you're vegetarian, that's going to be a real struggle bus to get all that protein in. So I'm going to give you the formula for finding the bare minimum for you. The first thing that you're going to want to do to estimate the bare minimum amount of protein that you need for good general health is to go to a BMI chart, a body mass index chart, and find the number that is the lowest healthy body weight for you on that chart. And yes, this chart can be very inaccurate for people who are muscular and that kind of thing, but don't worry about that. We're just getting our starting number. So don't get too sidetracked by all of the problematic pieces of the BMI. We're just using it for this one number so we can get started. Whatever that number is, the lowest number on the healthy normal, take that number and multiply it by 0.8. Okay, whatever you get, multiply by 0.8, that is going to be your number of grams of protein. So that is all you need to get started. Reduce whatever your current caloric intake is by between 300 and 500 calories per day, and then make sure that enough of those calories are going to getting your proteins in. Now, if you're vegetarian, you're going to want to get a good variety of protein sources, because especially if you're vegan, you're going to want to get a good variety of protein sources, because many of your protein sources are not going to be a complete protein, and that's fine. As long as you get a variety, you'll be fine. Now, as far as finding protein sources that are actually protein rich, you will discover once you start tracking things, you start looking at the grams of protein in beans as compared to the grams of carbohydrate, you realize that while you are often told that beans are a good source of protein, they're not necessarily an abundant source of protein. My top recommendations for you as a vegan would be to make sure that you get your hands on some vital wheat gluten. That is a really cheap source of very lean protein, and that stuff you can either add it to bread, or you can make seitan out of it, which is one of my absolute favorite ways to get a vegetarian protein. It is super cheap, super tasty, chewy, takes on whatever flavor you want it to be. So that's wonderful, very, very diet friendly, because it is almost all protein. So very easy to work into your nutrition plan. And of course, tofu and texturized vegetable protein, also wonderful, easy sources. So make sure that you have those three things in your cupboard. Texturized vegetable protein is often used as like a cheap filler in chilies. It's essentially made out of soy flour, and it's very versatile. You can have it dry and crunchy in things. Check out some of the 300-calorie recipes that I have in this YouTube channel in that section, and you will see that I use TVP quite a lot, as well as tofu. So wonderful things to have in your pantry if you're looking to lose body fat, lose weight as a vegetarian vegan. You can absolutely do this. I believe in you. Just track what you're doing for a little while, reduce the calories, and make sure you're getting enough protein. Those are the three number 1, 2, and 3 things. The top priorities when you're trying to find the best vegetarian diet plan for weight loss. Everything else is just about taste and what you enjoy eating and having fun with it. If you do end up wanting more help with this, and you want me to basically hand you a more structured plan where you don't have to do all that math by yourself, I'll be happy to do that when you join the Nerd Gym. You can go to www.thenerdgym.com, sign up for any membership level, and then we'll do a one-on-one 15-minute consultation just to make sure it's the right solution for you. And you will get access to meal plans, as well as live online classes, exercise classes, fitness classes. We do live Zoom classes, go right into your home. It's super easy and super fun. So I hope you found that helpful. If you've got questions, go ahead and pop them down in the comments down here. And if you don't have questions, I've got a question for you. What is your favorite vegetable? Mine is artichokes. All right, I will see you next time. Bye.